Good morning. I think kind of afternoon. I'm gonna see if anybody else pops on real quick. I'm gonna lock this. I'm about to get my workout on, so I don't care about looking beautiful right this second. Can we close this? But I just will wait for a few people to pop on. Hello. Wow, sorry, I gotta sit down. Ooh. Hello, hello, hello. I really do look crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm about to get my workout in. My kid just covered himself. Went to go put the kids down. Oh my God, and there's a UPS man. Watch, I just put my kids down. He's gonna come knock on my dang door. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna wait for y'all to pop on, because if he parks in front of my house, I'm gonna have to go stop him from ringing my doorbell. I hope it's my Scentsy. That means it's my catalog stuff. Oh yeah, okay. All right, guys, give me just 1 second. 1 second, because if he rings this dang doorbell, my dogs go ape crap. It's gonna be bad. Come on, let's go out. Come on. Sorry, give me just 1 minute. Come on, go out. Mila knows. Come on, Mice. Come on. Go. Girl, just for a minute. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I'm working. She's about to lose her mind too. It's always something, right? When I sit down and do something, it's always something. Okay, so, okay, he's gone. All right, so I want to show you guys how I'm working. I'm pretty pumped about it. I was going to try and get a little bit pretty, but yeah, it is what it is. So I kind of dug deep. Last night's live that everyone should have watched, the training. It was something that I love hearing, but I already was kind of implementing in my own business anyways. Like, I've already had these conversations with myself and my team. Like, last season, like October, November, December was pretty tough for me mentally as a stay-at-home mom. If you guys follow me on Instagram, we have completely renovated our entire house this last year when we bought it, and we're still doing renovations now. It's like just piece by piece, and it's just been crazy. It's been completely crazy. You know, wedding reception, got COVID 3 times, had to reschedule 3 times, all the crazy stuff, right? And then, I don't know what happened, but I like hit this like plateau in my business, and it was more in myself too, where I was just like struggling mentally to even like want to work out. And I'm like, I love working out, or like just doing whatever. I knew what I needed to do, but like I wasn't doing what I should have done. Does that make sense? So anyways, December, me and my husband sat down and we had this really long conversation because he came home one day, and he goes hunting. So like he was gone a few weekends, and he came home one day, and I was like, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm not okay. I'm struggling. I'm never like this. I'm never sad. Like I'm not a sad person. So like I am never sad all the time. I don't want to be home with my kids, and it was just hard. And I'm sure a lot of people, you know, have gone through this or know what I'm talking about, but I'm not used to it. I'm not used to feeling, sorry, I'm like, I just took my pre-workout, so I'm like, I have those tingles now, but, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being sad and upset and frustrated all the time. I'm pretty well rounded in like how I handle my stuff. I'm a great multitasker. I could run on 4 hours of sleep totally fine. But the kids, I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. It was a lot. They both were just the tantrums. Everything was just really hard. Remy, I put Easton in school Tuesday, Thursdays, and Remy started boycotting her naps when we would come home. So like she wouldn't sleep until 1. So I would get no work done while I was home while Easton was at school. So anyways, we sat down, and my husband was like, what can I do to help you? And we as a team, as husband and wife, as, you know, he helps me run this business sometimes, you know, even if it's just watching the kids like 2 nights a week while I lock myself away, like that's what he does. He just like, he helped me install my doors. He put locks on this door so I can lock myself in during the week. Like we came up with a very strict plan. And this is getting into how I booked 10 parties in the last 2 days, but I want to tell you guys my story because I hate when people come on here, and not hate, that's a strong word. I feel like the struggle is not shared enough. I feel like I see so much of like, this is how I'm doing it. This is what I'm doing. I rock. Like I'm killing it right now, which I think is phenomenal. I think everybody should gloat and should brag on themselves. I clap for myself. I am my biggest cheerleader 24/7. And if anyone feels like I am like, you know, toot my own horn, well, guess what I am? Because I am my own cheerleader. So I say that because I feel like I also don't see enough of like, I am struggling, but this is how I pulled myself out of it. I am struggling, but this is how I'm working. You know, even when I had a hard December month, I pulled my ass out of it on some days, and I still posted to my team page. Like, still, period. And yes, I didn't do trainings, and yes, I wasn't doing 100% all the time, but I made sure that I was still showing up for my team at least. And then I let them know, hey babes, I'm here, but I'm struggling. Like I'm struggling, and I love you, but if you need me, let me know. But if not, go to the team page. And I think so many more of us need to come forward and be like, man, this is a shit season. I had a shit season. This should have been a season of massive growth for me. Every fall season the last 2 years has been really good for me. And this season was not the best for me. My PRV was phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but like my recruiting wasn't. And I just feel like we need more people out there that come forward with like, I'm struggling, but I'm getting it, okay? So if you are struggling, if you don't know where to start back again, I encourage you, get on YouTube, watch training videos. That's how I kickstarted my business. That's how I jumped back into this and my mind right again, is I went on YouTube and I watched one training every single day. That's exactly how I started my business, and I boomed and took off. I didn't ask for help. I didn't reach out to my sponsor. Rachel didn't even know I jumped back in 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. And so when I was in a rut this time, I was like, all right, I'm such in a rut that I don't even know what the heck I'm doing this week. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull up YouTube. And I started watching videos here and there. And I just started like, my first and foremost thing was, while I was watching YouTube, I got my office together. So like my office used to be crazy. Like my desk used to be turned sideways, and I was crammed behind here, and the cabinets were completely filled. You couldn't even open my drawers down here. So I stayed up one of the first weeks in December or towards the end of December, for like an entire week until 3 a.m. doing everything in my office while the kids were sleeping, because I had to get it done. I didn't want to make an excuse, and I was like, yeah, it's going to suck. I'm going to be tired tomorrow when my kids are up at 6 a.m. But you know what? I'm going to feel real good when I come in here next week, and it's January 1st, and it's freaking go time. I'm going to feel great. And guess what? It's been the most productive month I've had in like 3 months. And that's what I think is super important. I will tell you, I put myself first every day. I took a step back from being a leader, and I took a step back from being a teamie, and I focused solely on myself. I focused so much on myself and what I need to do, because one of the downfalls of me was like, I'm not eating right, and I'm not, you know, I developed this thing called parosmia, so I can't even eat like 90% of the foods anymore, so I'm losing weight that way, which is fine, but I wasn't feeling healthy, and so I started working out every single day. Every morning, 8 a.m. or 7 o'clock, whenever my kids get up, I literally got my ass out of bed, and I got on the Peloton. Every single day. I made no excuses. I went to Walmart. I ordered, if y'all follow me on Instagram, you see my little water stories. I bought like 20 jugs of water, and I told myself I am drinking 1 gallon of water every single day, and every night I pull it out, and the first thing I do in the morning, I fill my cup at night, and the first thing I do in the morning is drink my cup of water. I always weigh myself because I just want to know my baseline, and then I go and work out. I take my pre-workout. I'm late this morning because my kids were crazy, but I take my pre-workout and I work out. And I have developed such a strict habit of that in December. Like, I'm not kidding you. I told Ryan, I was like, I'm done. I don't care about the projects. I don't care about work. I don't care about anything. Not until Courtney does her. Courtney is first. Courtney is first. And that is why this year, my word is time. I want time for myself. I want time to spend with my kids. I want time put aside for strictly work. I want time to go travel. That was my goal. That was literally my goal, and that is my word. And I told Katie that when we had our leadership dinner last month or the month before. My word was me, but I don't want it to be me. I want time. I want time. So what we did was I worked out every single morning. I drank my gallon of water, and I have instilled such a strict routine that if I don't work out when I wake up, Easton comes and grabs my weight bands and comes over and says, time to work out, mama, time to work out. And he works out with me, and y'all see my reels on that. My kids are now included, and so I used to take that as a stressor, and now I'm like, you know what, I'm going to include them with it. All right, guys, grab your 3-pound weights and come work out with me. And so I feel like my entire mind shift, I feel like I pulled myself out of this like almost depression. I don't want to call it depression, but almost depression, and it really was self-care. It really was sitting down with my husband, and I was just like, we need to do something. Like, I can't do this. And so we paid off the big paychecks that I got paid. This fall, I had 3 months of like insane paychecks. I took every single extra money that we had, and it was either Christmas or it was paying off debt. And we paid off 3 of our debts this fall, and I was able to put Remy in school with Easton, and she started last week. And I will tell you, last week was the first week without 2 kids for 2 days, which is fine. It's from 9 o'clock to 3. And it was the most productive, all right, Courtney. It was the most productive week I have had in my business in 6 months. I am not kidding you. I had so much stuff done. I didn't even know what to do not having kids around me. I know that sounds silly, and I know not everyone has it, but I want you guys to know, like, I've had 2 kids for 2 years. By my side, taking naps in my office at 5 a.m. when they woke up. Like, when they go to bed, I'm up here working till 1 a.m. I hustle. I do. And so I understand the struggle if you don't have daycare. I understand the struggle. I used to be the person that was like, well, of course you get stuff done. You have your kids in daycare 5 days a week or whatever. But the truth is, not all of us can afford that. And so I made it work with 2 kids. And then when I put Easton in school, I made it work with 1. And it was hard, and now I'm finally at that goal where I could put 2 in daycare. And that was our plan. Was Ryan was like, all right, well, we can hold off on, you know, this project. We can hold off on buying a shed. It's fine. But if that means if you need Remy to go in school, that's fine. If you need Tuesdays and Thursdays when they go to school to work, and then when I come home at 5, I will take over, and you lock yourself away and do coaching calls and you do live parties, that's fine. So guess what? That's what I did, and that's what we did. So Ryan busted his ass last month, found some doors, cut them down, installed them. We still have to paint them and frost them. Put my locks on my door. He has been working to make sure that I can get time for me, right? And so that's what we're doing. We also booked 6 trips. That was our plan. We printed out our 2022 goals, and one of our goals was, you know what, last year was renovation year. This year is travel year. So guess what? We're traveling to 6 places this year. 6. With or without Ryan, I'm going to 6 places, but we have 4 together. So anyways, I really wanted to pop on before I went into the parties of, like, if you're struggling, find yourself a buddy, okay? Me, Ray, Sarah, and Shelby have a group chat together, and I will tell you, without those 3 girls, I probably would not have been where I am right now, because they are like my lifeline in so many ways. They are so positive. They are so giving. We share stuff with each other all the time. Find yourself those girls. Find yourself one accountability partner where you text each other every single day of what you're doing in your business. Whatever it may be, find somebody, okay? But I'm here to tell you, it's okay to have hard times in your business. I was also that person that if y'all know my story, when I joined Scentsy, I joined to make quick cash, and I fell on my face the first 6 months. I didn't make more than a $20 paycheck the first 6 months. And then I came back and I took over, and I hit director in 2 months when I came back and decided to make a business of it. So, and here I am, SD, a year and a half later, and I'm really proud of myself, but it's not all rainbows and butterflies all the freaking time, okay? It's not. So, now, speaking of that, I did not have one party booked for January. I had no parties booked. That was part of my end of November, December rut, was that I did not follow up with any of my customers. And it's a horrible habit, but I didn't. And I didn't have a system, and it sucked, and I was all over the place. And that was probably part of the reason why I couldn't pull myself out, because I looked at my office and I'm like, I haven't done a single effing thing in like 6 weeks. This is my life. Like, this is horrible, and this is not how we should be doing our business, right? And so I dug deep and cleaned my office out, got my shit together. I went on Etsy. So I can't remember the girl's name that came out with the business planner, this business planner. So I printed it all out, all right? And I've been using it this past week, but I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. I'm a very, I don't know how to say it, aesthetically pleasing person where everything has to be clean and like whatever. So I went on Etsy. If you guys want the link to it, I will post it. I did use some of her stuff though. So I did use like her front, and I laminated it, and then I did print out like her annual mentor, which I just printed this out yesterday, and annual tracker and all that. But this one off Etsy was $3 for the entire calendar, and I literally went on Canva. This is how I'm working, okay? I went on Canva, and I just literally just found this in one of the templates, put January on it, put all the months, and I printed it out in cardstock and got these little tabs. And then on the back of it, I did this, which is just like, I also found this was already done on Canva, and I just typed this in, January monthly expenses. And then this is what Ray shared a little bit ago. she shared this a little bit ago, and it's just like what she does week by week. So this is my January checklist week by week. It's not official yet. I'm still playing, I'm writing things up top of like things that I want to add that I'm not realizing that I do every week, or like on certain weeks that I want to add to this. And I left space over here to add some things, but just things like week 2, make sure I post every Wednesday. It's hump day game post day. So make sure I post my hump day giveaway on my VIP page, you know, stuff like that. You know, email. I'm getting really strict on one-on-one coaching this year. I just did my first coaching call yesterday. I sent out a form, a coaching call form to my frontline only, and I'm only working with those that fill it out. And then once they hit 200 PRV, I will work with them, period. And then I'm getting into emails. I have not been really good on emails. I do them like once a month. I will start doing them like 3 or 4 times a month. So I'm going to start doing that as well, and doing coaching calls on Tuesday, Thursday, either mid-mornings or evenings. And then I'm getting into live parties, okay? But that is what I'm doing. So Ray posted this a little bit ago. You could probably go to the search tab if you're on Leadership with a Dream, or I'll try to find it if you guys want it. And then this is part of that One Girl's Planner, right? That was like the what you make every month, but I haven't filled that out either. I just printed all this out. And then the calendar, this is off Etsy. It prints out like this. I just printed it to my printer. And then this is what I like, okay? I like, because what I do is I have my planner, but I also have a notebook. Here, let me show you my last year's notebook. This is what I do and how I work, okay? This is last year's notebook that Remy colored all over. But last year, I write everything in it. Literally everything. From my monthly bills to ideas for my team, social media show up. That was the beginning of the year. You know, my to-do list, my top 4 to-dos. Every single day at night, I would write down, all right, what's my plan tomorrow? What's my plan tomorrow? So my weekly, and that's what I do. I'm still doing that. This has worked phenomenal for me. I'm telling you, if you haven't done this and you don't know what you're doing the next day, you need to either pull out a sticky pad or get a notebook and write it down. But literally, I mean, you can see just like this, like, I mean, just random crap I write on here. Like when I'm doing a bar deal, and I'm keeping this for my taxes because I write everything. And then the same thing with this. Like, this is one of my paychecks in September. I figure out my own paychecks. Don't judge me. My October bills, supplies that I need to buy. So this book carries everything that I need for the entire year. This is what I write in, okay, all year long. So I bought myself a new book for 2022. Went to TJ Maxx. Yep. $7, bought it. I've already written in it. What is this? This is Mother Day Out. What is this? Tina. I don't even know. So Christmas list. It's everything. It's my personal and my business Christmas list. Spring and summer catalog checklist. What I'm going to be buying. What I need. The 10 bar deal that I just did. The mystery bag that I just did. Broken down. Who I'm sending it to. December PRV paycheck. And then now here I am on week 2. This is how I keep track of everything, okay? I am very much a pen and paper person. I have tried the computer. This is what works for me. So, anyways, this is how I'm working. Rachel sent us something yesterday saying, I want you to reach out to 4 people and ask them to join. And I was already busy doing all of this, so this is what I did. Stacey Edwards posted something in the Leadership with the Dream page, and if you follow me on Facebook, then you guys know what I posted. So I took a picture of me and Ryan. I found a picture on Google of like the Alaskan boat, and I've earned top 75, but I'm like the second to last person. I can tell. I'm like 10 points away from being off of it. I'm like off and on it. So I'm hustling my ass off this month, because I will be damned if I don't make top 75 and I don't stay on there. So what I was like, okay, well, I don't have any parties booked for January. I don't have any parties booked for February. That's not how I like to do things. I am not a big party booker, which really sucks. So I'm like, all right, I got to get into this. So what I did was I printed out this is how I'm starting, okay? I printed out every single customer from the last 3 to 4 months, okay? And what I did was, if you watched my reel, you saw how I did everything. I also have it on my YouTube channel on what I put into my mail out. So I sent something to all 75 to 100 customers, every single person, okay? I printed out like front and back, Scentsy Club, and the discontinue list. I made this. I posted this before, and I put Bring Back My Bar on the back of it. And then I did a sample of Scent of the Month, and then I also had a Bring Back My Bar already on hand that was available, and so I did samples of that. 53 cents. Okay, actually here it is, y'all. Okay, I sent this to everybody. I still have like 10 more people to send it to, but I did the flyer. Okay, I did the Scent of the Month. I put all of my product list in there to get rid of them with a 10% off on it. And then I did 2 samples, 2 little felt samples, okay? And 53 cents to send this to a customer. So it ended up being like $25, fine. So I printed it out, sent it to all my customers, okay? Now, if you guys watched that video that I posted like a week or 2 ago, how you can upload your labels to Avery and print directly from Avery, freaking amazing. So I printed out the labels, and then I went back, and instead of adding in their first name, last name, their address, I did first name, last name, last date they ordered, and phone number. This is my follow-up for this month, okay? My yellow are the people that I've already contacted. This is my follow-up, all right? So I sent it out to everyone, and now I'm following up with them. This is how I'm getting orders, okay? So I suggest, if you don't know where to start, you don't know how to get rid of your stuff, you don't know what to do or who to follow up with. I just told my coaching call yesterday, I just told Elisa, I was like, I want you to go, she just started in September, I said, I want you to go to your order history. This is what I did. And yes, it's time consuming, but it's working. Go to your order history, go down to like whatever, September 1st, and I want you to go to every single order. Every single order. Just scroll all the way down, girl, all the way down. Scroll down. Go to your last order, open it. I know it's time consuming. And I'm shameful because I should be texting all my customers saying thank you. I'm so used to doing it in my VIP page that I also don't do it on my phone, but I haven't been doing follow-ups. So a lot of my customers weren't in my phone already. So what I did was went down, found their name, you know, looked at their order history. I have my bring back or my retiring scents up there. And I'm like, all right, girl. I would send her a voice text. All right, Amanda, almond croissant, Christmas cottage, cedar mill. You ordered these in November. They're being discontinued. Make sure you grab it this month. I'm also doing a bar deal before the month is over. Let me know if you're interested. Bam. Simple voice text. I was super hype about it. I always think being hype is the best way because that's my way and my customers love it and it's who I am. So they know I'm not going to text them and be like, hey babe, your scent's retiring. Do you want to get it? Don't be that person. Y'all better be hype about your business, okay? And so I did that, added her name on my phone, and then got the Hit 'em Up app and added her to the Hit 'em Up app. There are so many steps. I know. Trust me. You might be thinking like Elisa yesterday was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I promise you, just do 10 a day. Make a goal of 10 people a day, period. 10 people. That's what I've been doing. It's on my board. 10 people a day. 10 people a day, period. So upload your labels and then print out a separate copy with their name, their date. Look up my name on this page and find where I posted it. There's a video of how to do this. Literally, it's so simple to export from your workstation. Save the file on Excel as a CSV file. Go to Avery, go to your 5160 labels, and then import your contacts. Bam, you're done. Print them out. Okay. So do that, and then go to your history and just go one by one and just say, all right, today I'm going to do September 1st to September 10th. I'm going to do all these customers. Done. Then tomorrow I would do the 10th to the 20th. Done. Simple. And then as you're texting them, you're saving their name, and then you're adding them to the Hit 'em Up app. Done. Just start a routine, and that's what I've been doing. That way now I have a customer base on my Hit 'em Up app. I have all my customers in my phone. 90% of them did not respond to me, but that's okay. It's fine because in my experience, they will always come back to me, and they'll be like, oh, hey, girl, I got your text last month. I'm so sorry. It was busy. I'm that person. It's fine. I get it. Like, I forget all the time. I tell people to blow me up if I don't answer. So that's what I'm doing. I also posted on my Facebook page, my personal page, not my VIP page. Took a picture of me and Ryan, got the Alaska cruise. This is where I was going because my ADHD is everywhere. Got the Alaska cruise or just a cruise or a cruise ship in Alaska, and I put that as the background on an Avery template. I put me and Ryan's picture over top of it. It took the background out with the edit filter, the effects filter, and take out background remover. And then I posted on my Facebook, and I said, here, let me find it, and I'll read for you verbatim what I said and how I just booked over 10 parties. I'm excited. I'm pumped about this. I cannot forget about her, Candace. All right, Courtney. So I posted a picture of me and Ryan. I'm going to show you so you guys see me. flip it. All right, showed you. Okay, so this is me and Ryan. Took the picture, took the background out, posted this, right? And I just put, Scentsy is having a catalog sale this month, and I'm looking to give away as much free products as I can. Let's play a game. Pick a number 1 to 5. I earned a spot for both Ryan and I on this Alaskan cruise this summer, and currently I'm sitting in top 75. This means I also have the choice to choose a Belgium river cruise. This is the last month to hold my spot. I'm right on the edge and need your help to stay there. I would love, love, love to meet more people, expand my business name, make more friends, and help homes smell bomb.com. Okay, I also went in my Facebook and my Instagram stories and talked about that, all right? What do you use Hit 'em Up for? I use Hit 'em Up for everything, for LTO releases, yeah, new product releases, when I'm doing a 10-bar giveaway or a 10-bar deal or a mystery bag deal, which my customers love both of those, so that's what I use that for. But I posted this on my Facebook page, and I had 39 comments, okay? I had almost 40 comments of people picking a number 1 through 5. A lot of them had already hosted parties with me, which was totally fine, okay, totally fine. And what I did was, I'll just pick someone, here we go, Christy, because she just messaged me back. So I said, I texted them, either voice messaged them on Facebook or I texted them on my phone, but I did most people through Messenger so I could see if they saw it or not. But I would send them, I'm a voice message person. Y'all got to get used to that. I think your customers will love you doing voice messages because they can see how excited you are for your business. And I said, hey, okay, so you picked 3. I'm giving you a 3-pack of wax or anything of equal value. We set you up a scent social. We can do 1 day or 3 days, online social or a bag party. I can send you, I cannot talk right now. I can send it to you for you to bring to work. When your link qualifies, I'll buy this for you, and you get all the free Scentsy. How's that sound, babe? These things are always so much fun, okay? Something super simple, okay? I call it a scent social, all right? And then what I did was I picked a game. I picked numbers. So everything was pretty much under $10 for me with the half-off item. So a mini warmer, mini fan diffuser, 3-pack wax, fragrance flower, Scentsy Fresh. And then if anyone's party hits over 500, I'm going to offer them like, hey, do you want to buy a $40 warmer? That's what I'm going to do. These are all the people that I just booked parties for. All the people, okay? I got super uncomfortable and I reached out to every single person saying that. And I was just like, hey babe, I'm going to open you up on Sunday. I'm going to just post 1 or 2 things on Facebook, Monday, Tuesday, but Wednesday night, we're getting some alcohol or not alcohol, whatever your forte is. And we're going to do a Scent Social Live. I'm going to show my office for 20 minutes, talk about the products, and then we're done. Bam, you get free and half off. And everyone was pretty much down for that. So I'm like, all right, that's awesome. So yeah, so I wrote down everyone's, this is how I keep track. I'm telling you, this binder, I will always be able to go back to it and find who did a 10-bar deal. All right, my mystery bag, how I broke it down, how much it was. And then now here we are in week 2, I'm doing parties, okay? And so I just filled up. I got 2 people this week, 3 people next week, 3 the week after, 2 the week after that. And I'm pretty sure February I already have 4 parties. And I'm mind blown. Mind blown. Literally. I'm way too hyper right now. I need to go put this energy into working out. But anyways, it worked phenomenal for me. I know Stacy said she ended up getting like a lot of parties from it. Sarah Davis just did it and she ended up getting like 7 parties or something like that. Do you have a video of your Scent Social? No, so I don't. You wrap it all up. So my Scent Social tip, I have not done a live party since like the beginning of last year. Have not, but I will tell you, I am sick and tired of Facebook posts. I'm sick and tired of being on my phone. I'm tired of the posting. I'm tired of, I don't like it. And honestly, I would much rather lock myself in a room for an hour at night to do 3 parties. And just, I got to teach myself how to shut up. I'm not very good at that. I'm very ADHD and squirrely, is what Katie would say, squirrely. And I don't know how to shut up when I talk. So, yeah, it's going to be a learning process for me as well. This is my ADHD right now. I can't. Anyways, it's going to be a learning process for me too. I'll probably set the first one for like 30 minutes just to be safe. But you pretty much just get on. Yeah, Ray does have one on her YouTube. But you pretty much just get on and just say, hey, my name's Courtney. I've been in Scentsy for, 2.5 years. It is my full-time job. I left the medical field to do it. Or I left the medical field and now I do it, I should say. And I love it. So we're going to talk about Scentsy. And then I will jump in and I will go over here to all my stuff. I'll set my stand up. I have like a little stand right here, wherever it's at, right there. And I'll set it up over here, and I'll talk about the different kinds of warmers. I will put my fingers in the warmers and say, hey, this is, never too hot to burn. It's been on for months, This is Scentsy Fresh. Let me spray my dog beds that are in my room right now, making my room stink. This is like the pet deodorizer. This is X, Y, and Z. And then I'll do a tour of my house. So me and Ryan are about to get into the rhythm of doing this because I am so sick of Facebook parties. I just want to do lives. Honestly, I just want to do lives. And on top of that, like I was telling Ray last night, Ray, Sarah, and Shelby, I was like, we all said it. We want this year not to be based on PRV and parties, but to be based on making connections. I did not make a lot of connections last year. Like, I feel like a lot of people that bought from me in parties, I should have connected with more. I shouldn't have just been like, thanks so much for your order. Here's my VIP page, join. Like, I shouldn't have done that, and I shame myself. Not that it's a bad thing, but I feel like if I was more one-on-one, or if I was like, do you have a dog? Or like just really getting to know these people, that my customer base would be larger and I would have more connections. So we were all talking last night about it on text before the meeting and stuff, and we all were like, we want connections. That's our goal, is getting connections. It's hard to get recruits when you don't have fresh blood, and we all need fresh blood, and we need to meet new people, okay? So I am going to be so very intentional with these parties. I already told Ryan, I was like, this month is going to be crazy. I will be on my phone every evening because I want to build these connections so badly with new people. I want to, like, period. Because these connections will build you either a new customer base or a new teamie that will build your team, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I know that was forever and it was supposed to be just about bag parties, but I really had to tell you the struggle that it took for me to get to this point, okay, the last 6 weeks. I love y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all can do what I promised you. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need links to anything, let me know. I'm going to work out first and I'll help you guys out. But just comment below and just tag me so I get the notification. If you need anything, any links, I'm more than happy to find them and send them to you guys. But I hope that works because it worked great for me, and now I have 10 plus parties I get to go prep for, so I'm really pumped about that. So anyways, yes, I switched to 1 to 2 day parties this year. Yeah, these long parties are too much. I'm over it. I tell my host now, I'm like, hey, if people want to wait until, like, one of the girls was like, I'm not really available until the weekend, like, can we extend the party to the weekend? And I was like, yeah, we can extend it to the weekend, but I don't work weekends, so I will not be posting in it. I will not be answering questions. You will have to be in there, and you can text me, but I will not be doing all that. I'm sorry. Weekends are for my family now. I have got to be the boundaries that we talked about last night. I've been pretty okay about setting them, or like following them, but I still am a people pleaser, and I've got to nip that and just be like, listen, y'all, after 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, don't text me, or I'm not responding. And on weekends, it is my family time. I have got to put my phone away. So anyways, that is it. Yes, watch the replay. I'm so sick of traditional parties. Yeah, not personal at all. Yes, and it's okay to struggle. I'm going back through. Yeah, people are getting tired of the same old party. I think that's also why when I message those people on Facebook, I feel like I didn't make it about like, oh, it's going to be a week long. We have all this time to order. No, I'm like, it's going to be 3 days long. That's how long my mental capacity is for, 3 days long. And then also what I'm doing, like when I open up my party, this girl is joining this week, so it'll be her join party. But I open up the party on Sunday or Monday. On Sunday, and then Monday I made a post of like, do you guys want to see 3 days of posting? Do you want to see 1 post a day to know what Scentsy is? And then do a live 8 p.m. Wednesday night. And only out of the 20 plus people, only 1 person voted. And I was like, okay, this is going to be crappy. And so what I did, which is what I usually do, I messaged every single person in her party. Messaged every single person. Let me see if I can find one real quick and I'll tell you what I said. I keep it very simple. I'm not pushy or anything like that. I just keep it very, very simple. I messaged a lot of people yesterday. Here we go. This is one. So I messaged one of them and I was like, hey girlfriend, thanks so much for joining Danielle's Scentsy party. I just know you will see something you like. I'm here to help in any way. I can put 1,000 exclamation points. Will I be seeing you Wednesday on our live in her party? And I put a heart and I put a question mark, have a drink, and put a wink face. And she said, hey Chica, I'm familiar with Scentsy. Used to be a consultant. I'll buy something to support her, but I do have my regular consultant. And I was just like, oh my God, you're so kind. So I just keep it very fun and very light and very simple. Like, hey babe, well, I see you tonight. And then when we go to close out the party, that is when, like the day before we close out, I will go back and message every single person. Don't be scared to message people. They join the party, okay? I will go back and message every single person, whether it's 5 people, 15, 20, 50 people. And I will pretty much just copy and paste the same thing to every single person. Hey babe, the party closes out tomorrow. Danielle is like so close to earning a reward, or she's so close to earning her next tier. If you have any questions at all, let me know. This is a link to shop. You know, thank you so much for being in our party. I hope you had fun. Be on the lookout for the giveaway. Bam. Light and easy. Light and easy. And fun. They know that you're not just like, no, I don't send them friend requests. Some of them see it and some don't. And then what I'll do is I will go into the party and I'll make a status saying, hey guys, check your messages, sent you a message, and put a bunch of hearts or something like that. And then I will tag everybody. And that way the host knows, the host will know I sent a message. They know I sent a message and they can go look for it. But 9 times out of 10, I'll have like, you know, 1/4 of the people won't see it, 1/4 won't respond. But I at least always get 2 to 3 orders from it. I always get at least 2 to 3 orders, and 9 times out of 10, it's people that are like, oh my God, babe, I didn't even realize it was like the end of the week. I didn't realize it was the end of the party. People are not going to focus on that. I know when we host parties, we think that everyone's like totally into it. From my experience, I'm not into all the parties that I'm part of. Like, you've got to message me to get my attention because I am just not focused on anything but my own parties, let alone being in someone else's party. So I put that perspective in everybody else's perspective, okay? Do you send them friend requests? And then if they buy from me, I will send them a friend request and I'll text them and be like, hey guy, hey, I added you on Facebook. Would love to have you in my VIP. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. Make a post about it. That way everyone knows, like even like the host, like they know, oh, the host knows that I got the message. Let me go and do it. Not to pressure them. I don't make it like pressure, like you need to order. I'm just like, it's busy, and if I don't get tagged 100 times, I don't see stuff either. So I'm just trying to make it easy for everybody, and my parties always work out great that way. So that's what I'm hoping to continue this way. I just want to make it more personal this way too. So anyways, I'm going to get going. I need to go work out and then fix my face and everything for tonight's live video. I'm only looking ugly for y'all, I promise. Anyways, love y'all. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.